Hello, people. Good evening. Good evening, people of this world. Hello, Lily. How are you? How's your evening? Back. Zoe, you're back. Hello. How's everyone doing? I was watching something. Oh, nice, nice. What were you watching? If you don't mind me asking. It was Peter I was watching. It's like Roblox. Oh, it's Roblox stuff. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. Hopefully more people show up so I can uh do what I want to do. I'm gonna have a couple of horror stories I want to listen to, and you guys are gonna listen with me. That'll be neat. Hopefully. Hmm. I know. I know. Oh, thank you, thank you. I came on here a little late. I've been busy. Six people. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, my sister's crying. Oh man, go attend to your sister if you must. She got hit. Ooh. So we're gonna listen to horror stories. Ooh. I don't know which one. I don't know which one this is. I don't know what the name is. But let's listen to it.
I parked and put my hazards on, then got out. I double-checked that the bag had everything as I walked up the driveway, but as I approached the porch, I saw that the front door was open. Not all the way, but enough to be strange considering it was snowing and cold.
T's and P's. Thoughts and prayers are to everyone in Florida. Please stay safe.
I figured it was so I could leave the bag inside the house rather than out in the snow. So when I got up to the door, I pushed it a little bit more open and slid the bag inside the house. But just as I pulled my phone out to take a picture for confirmation, I heard a woman's voice yell from across the house. She asked if I was the delivery person dropping off her order. It sounded like a young woman, maybe even early 20s. "Yeah, I put it right here in your doorway," I said, not expecting the conversation. The woman responded right away, saying I could push the door open and bring the bag to her. I knew it was strange to be asking me to go inside their house, but I pushed the door open just to see where they were. Past the entrance, there was a long hallway that led to what I think was the kitchen, and on the wall, I could see the clear shadow of the woman who was presumably standing right around the corner. Where do you want me to bring it?" There was a long moment before the woman responded. She leaned half of her body around the corner and showed herself at the end of the hallway, telling me to just bring it over to her and gesturing with her hands for me to come in. But as she went back around the corner and out of sight, I realized that the shadow outline on the wall hadn't moved with her. It was someone else's shadow standing somewhere by her around the corner.
Oh, snap. That is creepy. That is creepy and disturbing. What the freak? I'm going through my feed and this shows up. And now I'm intrigued. Hey, Jasmine. We're listening to scary stories just in time for spooky season. Welcome. I changed my username and profile picture. Yippee. Yes. So, hit like and subscribe. Help this one out. Help a brother out. Can I tell you something? You sure can. Now let's continue back to this creepy story.
I stood there for a second as I felt blood rush through my body. Then I quietly placed the bag down and took a few steps back before turning and rushing away from the house. I stumbled into my car and glanced back at the house as I pulled away. In the front window, the figure of a large man approached and watched as I left. I stopped at a nearby gas station to catch my breath and rethink everything that happened. It was pretty clear by how everything played out that this was some kind of setup, but I also knew the police would have nothing but my word to go off of. I did end up reporting it, but when they went to the house to ask the woman about what happened, she denied that anyone else was there, and denied the officers access to search the home for anyone else. So, like I said, the police were unable to do anything at the time. What the woman and the man were trying to do by getting me inside their house is unknown.
Damn, that's crazy. They're trying to get him inside the house. Bro. That's like Diddy's house. I'm listening to audio tape, scary stories. Bella, please don't spam is the only thing I ask. Back to the story.
And I can only imagine that I wouldn't be here right now if I had gone inside without thinking twice. Last year, my roommate moved out of the house we had been renting together for the past 4 years. By then, both of us had gotten better jobs and were getting paid more, and the house we had wasn't the best, so it was only a matter of time before one of us moved out to get their own place. After he moved, though, I was able to use more of the space in the house and actually just decided to stay there for another year or two. This happened during this time in early December. Our area was going through a week of some pretty bad snowstorms, and the office I worked at allowed us to work from home for a few days if we wanted to. Obviously, I chose to take the offer. I used my old roommate's bedroom as an office and worked throughout the day, but at one point while I was working, there was a knock at the front door. I left the room and checked who it was. There was a man on the porch in a heavy winter jacket. He didn't seem to be a worker or delivery person of any kind, just some regular guy. I opened the door, getting hit by a rush of snow and wind. "How can I help you?" The man smiled and apologized for interrupting my day, then explained his situation. He said his car got stuck in the snow right on the side of the road next to my house, and he didn't have a phone on him, so he asked
Yo,
if
who
he could
doesn't have
borrow
a phone
mine.
on them? Yo, that's mad
Obviously,
sus, bro. How do you not have a phone on you? So you're driving around, you're in the middle of nowhere, and you got no phone. That's some suspect shit. That is some suspect.
skeptical, I told him to give me a minute. Then I closed the door and went to the other side of the house. I looked out the window at the road he was supposedly stuck on. There was a small SUV that looked like it had actually slid into the curb and gotten stuck in the snowbank. Now that I was pretty sure he wasn't lying, I grabbed a jacket and put on some shoes, then went back to the front door. I was still a bit skeptical, but I stood on the porch with him as he used my phone to call his brother, just so that if he did try to run with my phone or anything, I could chase after him or prevent him from leaving. After a quick call, though, the man handed my phone back and thanked me, then walked away. I went inside and checked the window, seeing the man getting in his car. Thinking everything was settled now, I went back to the office and started working again. Around 7, I felt like I'd done enough for the day and took the rest of the night off. It was then that I remembered about the man and his car and went to check on it, but I was surprised to see that the car was still there, and I could see the man moving around inside. It had
So let
been
me get this
almost
straight.
3 hours
You
by
stayed all night inside your car in a blizzard, and all you did was call your brother? You get one phone call. You call your brother and you stay all night inside your car in a blizzard. Ladies and gentlemen, logic has left the building. So, if you guys had just one phone call to make, who would you be calling? One phone call. P. Diddy's in jail. One phone call. You got one phone call. Who are you calling?
then, which made me wonder how he was still there. Maybe he was waiting for his brother to get off of work and pick him up. I didn't know, but I went to the kitchen and made some dinner, then sat on the couch to watch TV. I stayed up until about 9:30, then went upstairs to shower and get ready for bed. I turned the water on and got in the shower, but a few minutes in, there was an abrupt and sudden banging on the front door. It was loud and harsh, completely jump-scaring me and putting me in a fear-induced frozen state for a moment. The banging was so loud, it was shaking the walls, and even across the entire house, I could hear that it was coming from the front door. They were hitting it non-stop, and I could even hear them aggressively shaking the door handle. It was such a sudden burst of chaos that it was hard for me to know what to do. I turned off the shower and quickly got dressed, but as I left my room and walked down the upstairs hallway, everything stopped. It was just silent, no more sounds at all. I stopped in place, hearing only the wind from outside and feeling the eeriness set in, before I slowly walked downstairs and up to the front door. Nobody was there anymore. I quickly ran to the window, seeing that the car was still there, but the man was not inside of it. Not knowing what to make of any of it, I called the police. When they came, they noticed multiple sets of shoe prints in the snow, but they were covered up by the storm soon after. They took the license plate of the car though, and found a picture of the owner, and from what I could tell, it was the same guy that I'd helped on my porch. In the following days, they waited for him to turn up, but as far as I know, he never did. It's really disturbing to think about what could have happened that night, right outside my door. Was it that same man, desperately trying to get in for some reason, or someone else with a more malicious intent? It seems most think that it was the man running from someone,
What's up,
trying to
people?
get help. But what
We're
happened
listening to
afterward
scary
is still up for
stories.
debate. Nothing is really known about that night. Where the man is now and what he was running from are just a few questions on a long list that will probably never be answered.
What's my favorite movie? The Bronx Tale.
This happened in 2015. I had just moved to a small house far from my hometown the year before, so I was still getting used to the area and hadn't met many people yet. I worked from home as well, which made it even harder. Anyway, for Christmas, I had no plans at all. My family was too far, and I didn't have enough vacation time to go
What's
out
my
and see
favorite
them.
scary movie?
So this was actually going to be my
Halloween 1978, the original Halloween movie.
first Christmas alone. On Christmas Eve, I stayed up working, figuring I'd just get ahead on some things, so I didn't have to worry about doing anything on Christmas Day. I was working in the living room, listening to music as well, when through it, I heard something coming from outside. I pulled out one of the earbuds and listened, but didn't hear anything else, so I got up and looked around. With my earbuds in, it was hard to know what direction it came from, but I was pretty sure it was outside the house, not inside. I looked out the back window, not seeing anything, then moved to the front window and again saw nothing. But then I looked out the front door. On the porch were a set of shoe prints in the snow. They led right up to my doorstep and then back out to the driveway. There was no mail dropped off or anything at all on the porch, just the shoe prints. It was really strange and made me feel a little anxious, not knowing why anyone would be walking up to my doorstep at 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I made sure the door
He was being
locked
visited
and
by
went
Santa
back to
Claus.
work.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not muted. I'm listening to the scary stories.
And got in bed soon after. It was a bit strange waking up on Christmas morning, feeling like it was any other day. I brewed a cup of coffee and sat on my chair to watch TV. I think I spent the whole morning just sitting there and watching shows and movies. I gave my parents a call and talked to them for a bit, but that was really about all I did. I thought about going out, but it was really cold and the wind was really strong, so I just stayed in for the day. By 6 p.m., I had basically done nothing all day and made some dinner, planning on going to bed early. But then I heard something outside. It was the shuffling sound of footsteps in the snow coming toward the front door. I stayed quiet, knowing nobody should be here. After a few seconds, the footsteps sounded again, walking away from the house. I went up and checked, seeing almost an identical scene to what I saw the previous night. After that, I forced myself to stay up later. I kept my eyes open until probably around 10, before I guess I fell asleep on the couch. I remember getting really tired and trying to stay up, but I didn't plan on falling asleep out there. When I woke up, the TV was still on and flashing light throughout the dark room.
That's nice, buddy.
I sat up and paused it, then got up to go to my bedroom. As I walked down the hallway, though, my eyes instantly locked on my bedroom door. It was open, but I knew I always kept it closed. I walked over and pushed it open wider, then flicked on the light. Wet shoe prints were scattered around the floor, going to and from the window. In a complete state of shock, I spun around and turned on the hallway light, now seeing more shoe prints going down toward the living room. I followed them, but they stopped right outside the living room, looking like they turned and went back right after seeing me on the couch. The shoe prints were nowhere else in the house. Police did what they could, but if I'm being honest, they weren't of much help. The current theory is that the man had come by the previous 2 nights to see if I was home. After not answering the door, though, he likely thought I was away for the holidays. I know it's likely that he only broke into my house to rob me, but still, it's extremely disturbing, especially since I was at home sleeping when it all happened. Whoever it was, though, they never came back. Last December, I traveled across the country to meet my parents and siblings for Christmas. My parents had a decent-sized house, so we would usually just all stay there and sleep on the couch or in the spare bedrooms. That being said, I didn't rent any hotels, even for the drive. It was 10 hours long, but I just didn't see a need in stopping halfway there and wasting a whole night. I left early on the 23rd, planning it out to get to the house around dinner time. As I started the drive, snow was lightly coming down. Nothing crazy, but enough to cause a bit of traffic. This went on for a few hours, until it suddenly started pouring down. It happened over just 30 minutes, going from a very light downfall to an extremely heavy storm. Along with the winds, it was nearly impossible to see anything in front of me. Most other cars started to pull off to the side of the road, but I really wanted to keep going. I drove in these horrible conditions for the better part of an hour, having a few close calls before deciding enough was enough. I pulled into a motel and sat in the parking lot, waiting for the snow to clear up. There were a lot of other cars in the parking lot, but I think most were probably trying to wait it out like I was. But as the sun started to set, there was no chance of that happening.
I have an official licensed Michael Myers autograph and have one. Who said it's Down syndrome Michael Myers? Bro got possessed. Look, it's the Pillsbury son. You guys are something else, bro. You guys are something else. How dare you make fun of Mikey? How dare you guys? Shame on all of you. Mikey has feelings, right, Mikey? Shame. What a shame. You calling us Smith else as if you just didn't put on a mask and go. You calling bro to us. Shame. What a shame. Poor Mikey. Mikey, did he hurt your feelings? Shame on you. Hurt Mikey's feelings. Da, ba, da, ba, da, da, da. Na 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 na. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. It was just a little crazy. Oh, Jasmine, that's because you haven't seen the other personality. We don't mention him around here. Because if we do, you're not going to like it. Oh, but you knew. Oh, Lily, should we? Should we get him? Should we get Cherry Face? Ooh, I said his name. I said his name. Cherry Face, Cherry Face, Cherry Face. Oh, well. You guys asked for it. You guys asked for it. And you shall get him. Howdy how? How's it going? Oh yeah. See, Jasmine understands it. Jasmine gets it, right? You get cherry face? Mm-hmm. She understands it. Well, why are you guys afraid? I can guide you into a better life. Do the voice from Herbert. I love you all. Hand me over your soul. Facts, brother. I'm the man that gains your life. See, I speak the truth, while all of you decide I'm not worthy. See, Lily's leaving already. See, all of them are leaving because it's a little traumatizing. But Jasmine, she didn't get to see him last time because she's brand new. See, Jasmine, a lot of people are afraid of me, and they're afraid of me because I speak the truth. This world is cruel. This world is very cruel, my friends. Where's Ghostface? Gabriel Roma. Ghostface kinda stepped on out. So you think I'm an NPC? I'm far from it. I'm the dying light that saves you from transition. Ooh. Sound like Negan. A little bit like a little bit of Negan. Cherry face shares a little Negan in him. A little Negan, a little Joker. How about him from the Powerpuff Girls? Lily, if he traumatized me, I'm going to hack your account and delete it. Do you smoke? Ah, the smoke. Tells me he knows the P diddle. No, sirree. Oh, Pete, he's going straight to hell for what he did. And you know what? All those who designed and protected him for all these years, they might as well go to hell too. But see, no one's talking about that. Gee, I wonder how long will it be till Miss Kamala Harris shows up on the P. Diddy list. Oops, did I say something I wasn't allowed to? Oh, Mr. Nibbles ain't around. Sorry, Zoe, I'm sorry, but every time I see that name, oh, I thought bro was gonna say, oops, I did it again. Nope. I done said things I wasn't supposed to. Ain't I a naughty little devil? Yo, did you see the Dave Chappelle Walking Dead parody of Negan? Bubblegum, bubblegum. Bro's just mildly diabolical. Oh, see, I like this one. She gets it. I'm twisted inside in all the right places. See, I'm the one that tells you the things that you're supposed to hear, but don't, because the media lies to you. Ever wonder why the U.S. government's sending all this money to foreign countries while North Carolina and South Carolina are underwater? Where's our help? Oh, but the media don't talk about that. Mm-mm. They keep it hush hush. Zip it up and lock away the key. Please refrain from telling people your age. We're trying to keep it as family friendly as possible. How about we? Little bro cares more about our info being safe than we do. Because at the end of the day, I built this channel for fun, and it's supposed to be a safe space for everyone. Oops, did did Cherry Face have an okay moment? You'll never know which one you get with me. Oh, boy, oh boy. We're gonna get 'em good. Yes, sirree. We're gonna get 'em real good. Jump scare. I hurt my damn head. Bro got blinded by the beauty. Sure, you can see his white face looking at you. Do I know Doctor out of nowhere? No, no, I don't. I can't figure out this mask. But if you didn't notice, this is another mask. Um, have you guys seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? If you guys seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, that's the fisherman's mask. And just like that, I disappear. And I appear again. Woo! I love horror. And I love sharing my taste of horror with you guys. Even though this is getting really hard to keep up. And I love horror creators. Should I look them up? I love horror. Yes, I love horror. I love anything that's horror related. My original idea for this whole thing was to build somewhere where we can talk about anything, mostly horror. But lately, it's been like a struggle. It's hard to keep up. We had a football game next Friday. Tell me about your football game. It's really uh, hard, I guess, to entertain those who don't want to be entertained, I guess. I just subscribed to you. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate that. The more the better. I wanted to listen to some horror stories, but that no one has time to listen to horror stories. Anyone out there want to watch is going to watch Terrifier 3. Nope. I scrolled. Crusty ASMR. Oh, I hate ASMR so badly. Ooh, I hate ASMR so badly. No matter what. I don't know what it is about ASMR. I just can't stand it. Ooh. It's so, ooh, just like, dude, just talk regularly. I just can't stand. Sorry about that. It is extremely hot, and as you hear, I have a upper respiratory sinus infection, aka a runny nose. And it's freaking hot in this mask. So I gotta have to take a pause. I'm a big fan of Terrifier. Yeah, Terrifier is pretty cool. He has some like really gruesome kills. Some crazy, crazy kills. Could anyone say something there was in something that there was in like movies or something? I have no idea what you're trying to get to. I've been here for 1 hour. Yes, everybody's been here for an hour, and I appreciate the hell out of all of you, buddy. You have no idea how much I appreciate and love all of you who just spend their time just hanging out. No problem, thank you. No problem, man. Like I said, I always tell people everyone's welcome here. We're just hanging out. I'm trying to meet with someone because we go to the same school, but we don't have any classes together or the same lunch. Oh, that stinks. That stinks, Rooney. I probably am not sleeping at night. I'm going to run out of energy drinks tomorrow. Oh, I've been there. I listen. I'm going to get Coke. Be right back. All right. I have no idea. It always does that. It fluctuates. It lies to people. I have football practice tomorrow. Ooh, that's nice. What position do you play? If you don't mind me asking, what position do you play? I'm doing soccer, son. Ooh, soccer's fun as well. Damn, my puppy has the zoomies. Oh, I love it. Especially when they're puppies and they get the zoomies. I love it. They're just. I just heard cats going at it outside. That's very disturbing. I'm the team leader, the coach. Just let me choose my own position half of the time. I don't understand why. Oh, yeah. Fire 100%. You heard that, right, Jazz? Sounded like the wind. So, Jazz, we established you like horror. Do you play any games that involve horror? My favorite color is blue. This is both silly and a little creepy. I don't know what is silly and creepy about it, but okay. The stream. I don't know why everything is silly. Mostly because you have the same sense of humor I do. It's called irony. I'm bored. Trust me. I usually get on earlier than this and do like about an hour or so, but my friend called me earlier, so I had to be I had to attend to him, and then here I am. I wanted to listen to horror stories with you guys, but I guess no one's paying attention to those, so why bother? We used to get a lot of people in here, and now we barely get like 4 people or 6 people. Oh no, buddy, you're the manager, you're the water boy, the soccer coach. You do everything, bro. You're a one-man team, bro. No, you're part of the debate team. You're valedictorian. You're homecoming king también. Oh yeah. You left. I don't know. I left. I don't know what happened. Well, you didn't miss much, man. You didn't miss much. I make $300 a day working for my aunt. No, no, you're rich, man. You're the perfect human being, bro. I make a penny. Oh, trust me, me too. I barely make anything. Talking ABT, my interest is funny because I like horses, art, music, and horror. All so similar. Do you play Roblox or it's too old for you? Roblox is way too old for me. It just it feels like my brain is rotten trying to play that game. There's no appeal to it. It's buggy as hell. It's trash, and people yet put thousands and thousands of dollars into this game, which no one should pay anything for that money. That game. I remember you playing it for the first time. You streamed it. Yes, they were saying just all this impressive stuff. Yeah, Jazz. Just follow along to your banger. On board. Oh, believe me, I'm just listening to a little bit of music and I'm calling the night. Which music? Which song are you talking about? What's everyone's favorite candy? Do you play Roblox? I don't play Roblox. Roblox is average live stream. Oh, this is horrible, dude. Dude, I used to get somewhere in the range of like 80, 90 people a day, like just coming in a day, hanging out, and then just like I don't know. I started doing stupid things, and I guess the algorithm got goofed up. I can kidnap my friend and force them to join. Oh, they probably love it, to be honest. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Like, we usually talk about horror anyway, so if they're into horror, what happened to Davison? Davison left earlier. She saw half of them saw Cherry Face and just bounced. Half of them just saw Cherry Face and just went, "Nope, I'm not having it. I'm out." And they don't know they're just characters. Like the real me is this. You guys know the real me. Like this is the real me. I love to crack. I'm very positive. I don't know how they feel about horror, but I'll beg them. Can you play tore up VHS? I can't really play anything music related. All I can do is play copyright free music. I have split personality disorder. Oof, that's tough, man. I have something called I must entertain with whatever I have. I don't have much. Just a dark basement with a mask. Several masks and a stuffed plushie. That's all I have. And plenty of imagination. Imagination. Let me see what you guys wrote, because Ghostface needs his Ghostface glasses. Same me in person. I'm a crack and I find humor in everything. Yeah, I find humor in everything. The other part of me is named Sam. Okay. 580D. I'm gonna play Roblox now. Not now. Alright. Cool. And I think we lost Jasmine. I have ADD and split personality mental disorders. Okay, buddy, this. I try to help everyone. Oh, I'm here. Hey, you're still here. You're one of the troopers. You're one of the troopers. I like the troopers. The troopers like Lily. Lily's another trooper. You got 10 minutes before what? You got locked out of your phone. A lot of people are getting locked out of their phones because of their parents, and I guess it's for the best. Can't really complain. Lily is another trooper. Jasmine's son hasn't been here in a while. Skatilu, Ridwan. I don't know what you just said, but Kazoon tight to you too. I'm bored. Do you have any advice for me? Have 7 disorders. No ghost videos? Ha, Jose, you're a little late. We were reading ghost stories in a minute. I can do probably 1 or 2 ghost videos if you guys want to see ghost videos. Let me find ghost videos for you guys. Those are always fun to do. Had a blast doing them. I think I found one. Okay, this one might be something.
Do this by a haunting that happened to him many years ago, and he documented this very first haunting as a YouTube video. Roland explained that the events that occurred were so creepy that even he couldn't cope anymore and had to leave the house that it all happened in the past. After watching some of these clips, you won't blame him for his decision. They all took place during the first coronavirus lockdown during 2020, which made things even less easier for the victim, Roland. This first piece of footage took place in the kitchen during the morning and was very abnormal compared to other poltergeist activities we've discussed.
I turned on this camera because I heard a bang in here, and I already just saw a chair knocked over in the other room. Is there someone in here? Is there a reason why my camera is shutting off? Are you turning off my camera? Is there someone in here, a spirit, that does not want me to record them on camera? If you're in my house, I'm going to record you. You're moving the chairs. Is this correct? I see a whole lot of chairs moving. Is there a reason for this?
Now, self-moving objects are a regular occurrence in ghost sightings, but this one had something very unique going for it. Somehow, all of the chairs moved at the exact same time, leading me to believe that there were multiple spirits in the room at the time of this recording. Very, very weird. Little did Roland know, though, that this was only the beginning of this horrible torment. A few years back, he had purchased a Ouija board since he was always fantasized by ghosts and loved to research them. However, after a few months of owning the board, he threw it into the trash and smashed it to pieces, after not catching anything and deciding that it was a heap of junk. Almost magically, a new board appeared in the house, but just as fast, it vanished, and in the next piece of footage, it made another appearance, except not the full item.
I'm just gonna put the scissors down in the basement. That way they don't end up flying anywhere. Ends up finding its way to my head or something. I already had a chair hit my head. I just heard something again. All right. Is there something? Okay. What? There's no way. I thought I had this in the drawer. What I want to know is where's the Ouija board that goes to that piece, because that's been missing. I remember I destroyed one a couple years back. Then there was another one that appeared out of nowhere, and I wonder where that one is.
Your
It
word.
was very mysterious that this item was able to reappear out of nowhere and slide across the room. It was equally mysterious that the ghost never responded to the Ouija boards back in the day, and only recently decided that moving them was a better option. Literally everything about this situation was weird, and it seemed Roland had no way out of it, although he did. Once the Ouija board incident happened, He decided that enough was enough, and the house could officially be sold on to someone else, so they could deal with all of the rubbish. It's unknown whether the ghost followed Roland to his new home, or stuck with the new family, but all we can do is hope for the outcome we prefer. For some strange reason, hotels are considered to be the third most likely thing to be haunted in society, falling behind only dolls and hospitals. This video, which was recorded by a proud father of two called Mike, took place in a hotel with no haunted backstory, but no one had any idea that its story was still being written. Over the few days that the family spent inside the hotel, they had all complained about the inconsistency of the shower's temperature. Apparently, it would go from freezing cold to boiling hot gradually, and Mike's son claimed that it genuinely burned him, even having a mark to show for it. This left the family confused, until on one lucky day, Mike's wife caught the cause red-handed.
Move the handle again.
Yeah.
You did it so good. 3 times. Well, more than that. 3 times like, ah! No. No. It was
First time buying crypto? It's like your first visit to a taco truck.
That is crazy. Bro, hold on, let me catch up to this chat. Her name, the ghost is sweeping. Yes, the ghost is just trying to do its ghostly job. For my birthday is coming. Oh, nice. Just ignore the chat, bro. Sorry, Jazz. Ghostface, do you know who touched that man? Was it one of your friends? No. Gotta go in a minute. Bye. Well, Jazz, thanks for coming by. I usually start streaming around 10 p.m. If you want to come through, tell your friends. Come through. We're going to do more horror stories and just crack up and stuff. I'm about to call it a day. But I want to thank all of you for stopping by. Those who liked, those who subscribed, those who stick with me through thick and thin. Yes, that Ghostface, you remember that girl that screamed? Yes, I made a short clip out of it. If you want to go see that short clip, I'm going to post it. It's freaking hilarious. See, Jasmine, well, bye. You're part of the family now, Jazz. You gotta come through. I'm gonna call it a night. I want to thank all of you for stopping by, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.